Good day, my fellow viewers. I am John Raven Otamesis, and I'm here to talk about the importance of biodiversity as a source of different biological resources, climate change and its adverse effect in the environment and society, and also to discuss the value of conserving and preserving the environment to address the impacts of climate change in our society. Before watching the video that Ms. Pa had given to us, I thought that this video is about environmental topics that includes the biological hazards, climate change, and the negative effects of the global destruction of biological resources, in which these topics could be connected to what this subject had been taught to us in the past few months of learning STS. This video might give us knowledge on how the cycle of life among animals, crops, and tropical rainforests had been used to have a sustainable life for people. Is there any negative effect on our environment? Or the companies who are involved in this activity were under control? We may question ourselves why the rainforests are being cut down. Are we aware that this activity could be connected on animal agriculture and deforestation? Let's discuss our first topic, which is the importance of biodiversity as a source of different biological resources. Fire is one of the ways to clear up forested areas. They do this because farmers are pursued to do so because of money. Large companies use this practice because it's the easiest way to clear up this part of the area for planting crops. Burning forests causes many negative effects on animal habitat. It produces a large amount of greenhouse gases in our planet. Animals will migrate on other tropical countries, and the others are just dying in the forest because they are having difficulty in migrating. If agribusiness will continue to do this activity, animals will have nowhere to go. Carbon dioxide will continue to increase, and our lives will be at risk because of global warming. Speaking about biodiversity, it not only includes animals, plants, but also humans. Because humans and trees are connected. Without trees, there are no humans. Because the trees are the ones that produces us oxygen. Are we willing to sacrifice our forests just to produce a lot of paper, soy, or coal? Without trees and animals, we cannot have a healthy ecosystem that provides us an air that we breathe and the food that we consume every day. Biodiversity is essential for our resources, but because of greed, we abuse it for money. No one exists in isolation, as what the video have stated. Everything that has life also rely on other life by the sustainability of the ecosystem. Humans are sometimes so stupid because they only think about themselves on how to gain wealth, but they are not thinking on the outcome of destroying of such a rich natural resources. Let's move on to one of the most interesting topic we have and the global problem that humanity was facing right now, which is climate change and its adverse effect on the environment and society. Do you ever experience being in a place where its temperature is rising up to 45 degrees and after a minute there's a sudden rainfall on that place which causes some sickness? But what mainly is the cause of climate change? Did you know that when more people eat meat, the more greenhouse gases it produces? Production of meat, coal, and gas have important key role in deforestation and climate change. Because agribusiness produces meat, which also have a higher risk of cancer. Meat consumption is responsible of releasing greenhouse gases such as methane, CO2, and nitrous oxide, which increases the temperature on our Earth. As what the video said, deforestation not only affects the climate change but also the health of humanity. Deforestation causes a lot of diseases such as malaria, leptospirosis, dengue fever, SARS, and etc. Because once these animals don't have a natural habitat and their ecosystem balance being disrupted, they ended up migrating in some small areas in the city, increasing the chances of spreading the virus and diseases to humans. People are unaware of forest fires on Amazon and some virgin forests. These forest fires also have an impact on human health. and it increases atmospheric pollution that resulting to lung-related illnesses coming from the particles. It's not only affecting the animal economy and the production of plants, but also affecting us humans, which is an important issue to be resolved by the national government. Climate change is a very broad problem to discuss, but its consequences will serve as a learning for humans to become responsible on their unearthly actions so that we can preserve the nature and also the nature will preserve us. We are down to our last topic, which is the value of conserving and preserving the environment to address the impacts of climate change on society. Resolving the climate change is not an easy task for the government because there are a lot of companies who are responsible for production of coal and illegal deforestation who have a large contribution of taxes. And because of this, government don't want to take legal actions to provide a warning in solving these issues. But upon watching the video, it is being said that the ones who paid complete fines are the small farmers and not the bigger ones, which is very unfair to part of some farmers because they have the same process of gaining money. Big companies are getting richer, and the small ones only receiving an average amount of money. However, it's not the money that is essential in this particular issue, but the importance of environment and how responsible we are in taking back those preserved nature that people continuously destroyed over the past few years. We are empowered to protect our nature, but because of greed and desire for making money out of this beautiful nature, people are pursued to do so. Are people aware of what they're doing? Or it's just that they are already aware of what is the impact, but they don't care because they are only minding their own state? The face of our nature show what people truly are. If we are willing to prevent ourselves not to be blinded by money, we can make choices of being responsible of what food we eat and reducing the amount of meat we consume. By this simple move, we are helping ourselves to have a healthy lifestyle and also to prevent climate change. It will have a big impact to humanity and also to animals. We can only show our true wealth by creating a green and beautiful world and the kindness of our heart on protecting the natural resources. There are many ways to create a change, and that changes must start on our own responsibility. After watching the video, I learned that everything that exists, we're all connected. Just by cutting down trees, fires in the forest, and the consumption of meat, there are many living things that are negatively affected. Although you can see it by the physical action, but if you examine the whole process of that action, you would actually realize that you are destroying your own world. Thank you and God bless.